All right. Good morning, everybody. I am super excited to be here today because my big announcement for today is we are expanding, and I have had the opportunity to hire a new attorney. So we're going to meet Tony today. I'm super excited to have him. And already he's been a terrific addition to our team. We're going to be able to do really great things and serve more families. So without further ado, this is Tony Franchetti. And I probably messed up your name. But anyway, so you have been practicing in elder law for a long time. I was looking for an experienced attorney. So what first drew you to estate planning and elder law?
What first drew me, Heather? First, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here, and I'm really looking forward to helping all the new clients and the old clients that need our help. But to go back to your question, what first drew me to estate planning and elder law? It actually goes back to law school. I actually really liked wills and trusts in law school. I didn't think I would, but once we finally got to it, I realized how much of at least with the tests and stuff, it was like a big puzzle. And in a law school test, they never give you all of the information to actually come up with a real cohesive answer. So you kind of have to um, sort things out, and there's all these different possible scenarios, and I really liked the puzzle aspect of it to try to figure out, dad dies with a will, but it's defective, and he's on his second marriage, and there's blended families, and then who gets his stuff? And it just hit home. Like, I just loved trying to work that all out. I didn't really realize how much I liked that until a little bit later in my career, but I'd always thought back on how fun that was. And then once I got the chance to start doing wills and trusts and estates, it really all kind of came back. And so I kind of loved it from day one. Wish I would have started doing it from day one, but now I'm at home where I want to be, doing what I want to do with the people I want to do it with.
That's terrific. I also look at estate planning as a puzzle, and we get to do fun puzzles every single day. So, but with those puzzles, we do find that some of our families, they may come in feeling overwhelmed. So what's your process for kind of helping them through that and feeling the peace of mind that we're providing for them?
Yeah, families come in there. This is new to them. They don't know what to expect. They're not sure what's going to happen. A lot of times they come and there's a tragedy that's just happened, or maybe one that's about to happen. Or sometimes they come in for a simple estate plan and they're just not sure what to expect. So I like to just sit down, have a very calm approach, just try to open myself up, get them to open up a little bit with me, so that we can just kind of talk for a few minutes, maybe even about not what brings them in, just to kind of like break the ice, get them to relax, and then kind of open up a little bit, and then start figuring out, what help they need.
Right. Great. Do you have a favorite icebreaker question?
Um, Sometimes it's kind of depending on what background information I have for a client or something like that. But if they've traveled somewhere, like if we know that, that's a good kind of place to start. Like, hey, I know you've traveled a lot in your past. What's your favorite place, right? And then it kind of gets them talking about something that they like, which then um, gets them to talk more, gets them to open up, or depending on who they're with, if they're with their spouse or something like that, sometimes I'll ask them about how did they meet, right? Where were they? How old were they? And people like to kind of talk about themselves, and it puts them at ease. So you know um, but those are usually my first two go-to questions. Depending on what kind of information that I've got as they come in.
Great. So you kind of chose us. What do you think makes planning with our firm different from what people might expect?
I chose here in large part because what I see, and especially from you, Heather, is your you love what you do, and you want to help the clients. It's not just that you kind of do this to help the clients. I mean, you you're nurturing, and you want to help them get through the tough times instead of just having them come in and it's just another thing to do, another person's case, right, to move along the path. That's not my approach, and it's not your.
Right.
From what I see, it's not your approach. I really like the fact that you want to help clients feel good about why they're here and what they're doing, instead of just getting through the case as fast as you can. What I've seen from here is you have several meetings with the clients to make sure everything's right, make sure they understand it, make sure they're comfortable with it, make sure the plan is going to work right. And from what I've seen from other law firms, that is just not the case. They want clients in, get the money, and then get the estate plan done, get the clients to sign it, and then be done with it and move on to the next one. And that is not the right way to do this job.
I agree. I think that our clients are like our family, and that is how I approach it. So amazingly, we are getting toward the end of our time. So I wanted to wrap up, give people a flavor for you. So tell me about a fun fact about you that people just don't even know that I found out this morning.
All right. Fun fact about me, I actually compose music, pretty much classical music. I started playing the trumpet in high school, and I graduated to piano, and then I just had, I would have musical thoughts in my head, and so I started writing them down. And so currently I'm working on a piano concerto. There's usually 3 movements in that, and I've got one of them done and one of them half done, and have the idea for the third movement.
That is awesome. That is really awesome. I love that. So great. We're going to wrap up now, and you can go to our website if you're interested in coming to see us, making an appointment. Please do give us a call, 916-241-9661. And welcome, Tony. We are super happy to have you.
Well, thank you, and I'm glad to be here.
Awesome.